Hello, this is Rex again from Rex Recites. On this video I have a kind of a humorous poem for you with about 4 responses, and you might consider it more or less science fiction because the poem and the only name that I have in connection with this poem is Val, V-A-L, no last name or anything for it. And I came across this while I lived in England several years ago. It is entitled "My Computer Swallowed Grandma," which is also the first line of the poem. My computer swallowed Grandma. Honestly, it's true. She hit Control and Enter and disappeared from view. It swallowed her completely. The thought just makes me squirm to think that she may have caught a virus or been eaten by a worm. I searched through my recycle bin and files of every kind. I even tried the internet, but nothing could I find. In desperation, I then clicked Ask Jeeves my searches to refine. But his reply was negative, not a thing he found online. I then tried to Google her, only to get answered thus: "Sir, what makes you think that we ever saw your technologically ignorant grandma?" So, if in your inbox my grandma you should see, please copy, paste, and cut her in an email back to me. Now, as I said, this was when I lived in England. I came across this, and I have to give you a little information now. My wife's name was Joyce. She had a son called Andrew, and his wife was named Miriam. And Miriam wrote a possible solution to this problem of Grandma being lost. And so she goes like this: "We realize that we have lost Grandma, and that is just too bad. Her darling son, called Andrew, is really very sad. He looked up on the internet and also in the loo, but Grandma remained elusive, so then we tried the zoo. The keeper was most helpful. He even asked the spider. But all that he could offer was that something has managed to hide her. And then we thought that Grandma Joyce might try to send a text. And then we finally had it. Just go and ask young Rex." Now, this proposed solution of Miriam's didn't work too well because young Rex was not really informed. And so now we have another suggestion from a lady called Audrey Rutherford, who also lives in England. And she says like this: "I thought I'd found your grandma on my PC screen tonight, so I called up Word to write a note. And up there on the right was a little gray-haired lady, looking lost and all forlorn. So I quickly pressed Enter, thinking that she might go home. But then I saw her still in my pics album, and I tried to enlarge her, and in a flash, she had gone again." Things like this make me think, because I'm a grandma too, and I spend lots of time upstairs in my computer zoo. But my husband isn't taken with the wonders of PC. He'd rather sit in comfort watching something on TV. So he gets a trifle miffed at times and has been heard to say, "You'll disappear into that thing, mark my words, one day." And so, dear Val, if that should be, I'll have a look around, and if I find your grandma, I'll return her safe and sound. Another proposed solution is by a lady named Vivian, also in England, and she goes like this. Calling in search engines, we have been trawling away all day. We've just installed our broadband, so we slowly made our way. We called up Friends United, and then we checked our mail. We deleted all the junk we had, but all to no avail. Looking at the options and feeling rather sad that you had lost your grandma, we thought we'd send an ad. But suddenly, your grandma popped up on our screen. So we called the chat line to find what she had been. Wearing silver wetsuit, she'd been surfing on eBay. But caught up in the fun of it, she said she'd lost her way. She couldn't call a cab or catch a bus or tram, so she went into an internet cafe for coffee and some spam. Now lost in cyberspace, how shall we get her home? If we cut and paste her, will we send a clone? As a fellow Silver Surfer, I need IT advice. So please tell me what to do in case I send her twice. Okay, the last possible solution for this dilemma that we're in comes from a Roy Kent, who also lives in England. And he says this: don't worry, Grandma isn't finished yet. I saw her in my computer while surfing on the net. With other Silver Surfers over 60, just like me, she's been searching on the net for her long-lost family tree. She was peering through the screen at us. Locked in, she couldn't get out. So then in desperation, she began to shout, F1, F2, F3, she called. Was that a cry for help? So I pressed all the keys and then let out a yelp. She's free. I wonder where she went. So I looked in my outbox to see where she'd been sent. So look inside your inbox, Val. She should be there today. She promises to be more careful next time she goes on the internet to play. But I hope you enjoyed Grandma's Odyssey as much as I did. Good for a few laughs. This is Rex from Rex Recites, and if you have not yet done so, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe below. Goodbye.